Paddy, you just ask you in terms of the opponents. I mean, how does that affect your preparations now on the fight if you aren't too sure who you're fighting? Or?
It doesn't affect me one bit. I've had 9 professional fights now, and it says 6 of the fights weren't from scheduled opponents. Like the worst was I had a change of opponent within 12 hours of a fight. This has given us over 4 weeks. The promoters had a plan B in place. They've already lined up Peter McDonough, and it's just a matter now, if Michael Kelly doesn't come forward within the next 24 hours, it's Peter McDonough. 4 weeks is a long time to train for anybody, so I'm 100% fit. I'm going to be fit, and yeah, it doesn't matter who it is.
You broke your hand last year. Have you had any recurrence to that problem, or are you able to hit it full whack in training?
Yeah, my hand's perfect now. Like it had been sore for a right few months afterwards, and yeah, from now on, the odd time I get a bit of a pain, a bit of stiffness. That's it. Like I'm punching as hard as it was, if not harder, because of all the strength and conditioning work we've been doing. So yeah, my hand's not an issue.
It's obviously difficult, I suppose, to build a profile when you're away to make sure everyone back in Ireland knows. Like, I mean, are you hoping to make a name for yourself here, or what's the plan in terms of the future for how much you'll be able, or how much do you want to fight at home?
I've wanted to fight at home from I've turned professional, and I've said I wouldn't make it difficult for any promoter to put me on, and it's great to have the opportunity. I would love to fight in Ireland as often as possible, and like the media is a great thing, like Facebook and irishboxing.com and Great Job, and everybody's been very good. Like they've been profiling me, and they've been putting me out there to the Irish people, and this is my first show in Ireland, and I want to sort of put it out there. I wanted to put on a good show against Michael Kelly, but if it's Peter McDonough, it doesn't matter. I want to win a lot of supporters in this trip, and hopefully next time I come back, the fan base is going to get bigger and bigger.
You'll be back in September for Fury here?
Oh yeah, well, I'm getting this fight out of the way first, but the boys are still 99.9% sure that it's going through, and once we get final details of that, that's another fight down the road, but all that's on my mind at the minute is July 12th.
That's the right attitude, yeah. Well done, Paddy. Any more questions?
Just ask, I suppose, about Eamonn and Anthony first, for fighting again. Obviously, prize fighter. Was probably the most admired fight of the night that was in it. Like, I mean, is this the fight that you really wanted? So you obviously had a few opponents probably you picked out that you have had a bit of a domestic rivalry that you haven't got in the ring. It's a great matchup to finally get.
Yeah, well, this is one of the fights that I've always wanted, like, since prize fighter, because 3 rounds, no one can do anything really in 3 rounds, and it was the best prize fighter fight, so they say, since prize fighter started. So over 10 rounds now, it's a different ball game. So this is the one that I wanted now, and we see how good he is then when he does come into 10 rounds.
Do you expect it to be a much different fight? Obviously, the prize fighter format changes the way a lot of lads.
Well, obviously it's going to be a different fight. It's over 10 rounds. The prize fight was only over 3 rounds, and it was basically a war for 3 rounds, because that's all we had. Like, we would see that win the first, win the second, and basically, you know. So 10 rounds now, we can settle in and concentrate on the boxing.
Ask Eamonn, how important is this fight for yourself? Obviously, after the last that you've had.
No, it's good to get back and win a wage in February. For me, it was a terrible performance because it was a change of coach and change of gym, and I was only with the team 5 or 6 weeks. So definitely my head, as I would say, was up my ass after the Ryder fight, and especially in the circumstances that I took that fight was wrong. So I'm glad I've had a good period of time to work with Bernardo and the team. I'm very happy with the way I'm boxing, and as far as a 10 or 3 round fight, to me it makes no difference. You know, I tend to win every round like I did in prize fighter, and that's exactly the way the fight's going to go.
Well said, Eamonn. Any more questions?
For Jamie,
Peter, or
you sort of, I suppose, people expected things to move along a lot quicker for you as a professional. Why have things been so slow, I guess, and do you get frustrated with that?
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm in the gym every day like everyone else, and then working like everyone else, but it just doesn't seem to happen with the fights, and seem to fall through for myself more than others. But especially with the lower weights, it was hard to get matched, and It gets frustrating now, but what Johnny told me at the very start, it was going to happen, it could happen, and I didn't believe him, but it did happen, and he keeps me focused, and him and Eamonn they're beating me up every day more than anyone else can beat me up, and my brother is also beating me up every day. So it's just down to keeping your mental focus when you're training, knowing that your performance on the night is all that matters, and it doesn't matter who you're fighting. And if the fight happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you have to keep focused on. So that's all.
You were name checked there by Todd Butler recently. Is that a fight you'd like?
Oh, I love that. Oh, it's a great fight. I think he's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. He's caught me out a few times, and it's a fight I think it would be exciting. You know, I think I hit too hard for him, and he looks flashy. Looks like he hits a bit hard himself, so it wouldn't last the distance. But flyweight, super flyweight. If I can move back down to the flyweight and fight Cam Satchel tomorrow, you know, it'd be an hour fight. I would love. I seen him against Luke Wilton, and I wasn't impressed. And he's made for me, to be honest. I feel too big for the other flyweights and super flyweights. I'm hitting too hard for him. These are the fights I want. The fight in the 12th of July is a must-win. If I lose, I'm going back to zero. So every fight from now on is a must-win because I want them guys, and I want to be up there. I want to be the British and Commonwealth champion. I want to be European. I want to move on. I want to be world or whatever. But this is what I want.
Have you talked to John or to Mickey about opponents or how tough a fight do you want?
No, I don't really talk about opponents because I don't focus on opponents. I focus on myself, and if I perform, it's all that matters.